I've just been handed an urgent
Country music.
news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
The Grand Ole Opry is calling on country music fans to contact Congress in support of the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act. Bipartisan legislation that would require all new passenger vehicles sold in the United States to include AM radio as standard equipment. The ask is simple. Text AM to 39179. One text sends a message to Congress showing support for this bill. The reason this matters to the Opry is straightforward. For more than a century, 650 AM, WSM, and the Grand Ole Opry have been inseparable, introducing the sounds of country music, bluegrass, and Americana to audiences around the world since 1925. WSM is the longest running radio program in American history. That signal has reached listeners across the eastern 2/3 of the country on clear nights for 100 years. Some automakers are now removing AM radio from new vehicles entirely. If that trend continues unchecked, that signal disappears from millions of cars, and a century of broadcasting history goes with it. But the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act isn't just about nostalgia. It's about access. AM radio is free. No subscription, no algorithm, no monthly fee. It works during power outages and emergencies when streaming does not. It reaches rural communities that broadband still hasn't. And it remains one of the few places left where a local voice can talk directly to a local audience without a corporation deciding whether that conversation is worth promoting. We've spent the last several weeks covering the potential sale of the Grand Ole Opry to private equity, the slow collapse of local music journalism, and what happens when the infrastructure that connects artists to fans gets dismantled piece by piece. WSM is part of that infrastructure. So is every local AM station in every mid-sized market in this country. The Opry said it plainly. If WSM, the Grand Ole Opry, and AM radio matter to you, now is the time to speak up. Text AM to 39179. 10 seconds. One text for 100 years worth of history worth protecting.